Are you living in pain or discomfort? And is that pain or discomfort now starting to affect your everyday life? Now that might be lifting your kids or your grandkids, or it might be stopping you from doing hobbies or activities that you love doing with family and friends. Or you may have had pain for a long time and even failed traditional approaches. Well, if you've landed on this website, then you're probably looking for help. Welcome to my clinic, Pro Sport Physiotherapy. Now, my name is Dave O'Sullivan and I'm the England Rugby League physiotherapist, and I also oversee the medical team at the Huddersfield Giants Rugby League Club. And what I wanted to do today is just have a conversation with you about who we help and who we love helping at Pro Sport Physiotherapy. Now, despite the name, the majority of our patients are non-sporting patients from Huddersfield and surrounding areas in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s and 70s onwards. And we love helping these people get back to the day-to-day activities that give them so much value and meaning for their lives. Now, over the last 10 years, I've worked with world-class athletes who are worth millions and millions of pounds. And I've also worked with a lot of people in Huddersfield and the surrounding areas who have a back pain, neck pain, knee pain, shoulder pain, you name it, we've seen it. Now, the good thing about working in rugby league and rugby union all my life is that we've seen some of the most complex cases. And the one thing I've learned from dealing with even the most complex cases is usually the site of pain is usually not the problem. And because I've had to get these athletes back quickly and safely and make sure that the pain doesn't return again, I've had to develop a step-by-step system to ensure that we can get our patients back quickly and safely. And what I've done is I've implemented that in my own clinic, Pro Sport Physiotherapy. So every single therapist who works in my clinic with me, we all follow the same step-by-step system. So that ensures that you don't have to rely on painkillers, medication, where you start to feel good for a little bit and then you go out into the real world and the pain comes back with a vengeance. Now, we see people here all the time who have maybe been to their GP and they've been told with the greatest intentions from the GP to take some painkillers and have some rest and to maybe not even do physical therapy or get moving again. We've also seen people who have tried sports massage, they've had manipulations, they've been around the houses. We even see people here on a daily basis who have had surgery and still actually have pain. Now, what I know to be true after 10 years of working with some of the most complex cases is that everybody's pain experience is caused by something unique to you. Now, although two people may present to the clinic with back pain or knee pain or shoulder pain, the cause of yours will be very, very different to somebody else's. And that's why in our system at Pro Sport Physiotherapy, we always strive to find the true cause to your problem. So what happens at Pro Sport Physiotherapy is when you come in, we will strive to truly understand your story, because that's the most important thing to us, is you and your story, because that's going to dictate the movement plan that we give you to get you back specifically to things that are meaningful to you, your life and to your family. So once we understand your story, then we may have a look at some basic movements to start to make sense of how your body has adapted to maybe your previous injuries and some stressors in your life. And that gives us really big clues of the habits that your body has developed and possibly putting stress on certain areas that may be contributing to your pain experience. And once we found the true cause, then we will explain to you very, very simple terms the problem, but most importantly, the solution to get you back to where you want to be. Now, we don't use any fancy language or terminology or anything like that. We keep it very simple so that we can empower you to truly understand the problem and what you need to do to help get rid of that problem and get you back to where you want to be. And we're there every single step of the way. Now, we use a unique combination of hands-on treatment that's very targeted to the areas that we need to treat. So we don't just have you sitting on the physio bed for an hour and we're massaging you for an hour. It's a very quick, effective source of hands-on treatment that a lot of our patients notice significant improvements in their pain experience quite quickly. Now, that's only half the battle. The most important thing then that we do is we need to keep the gains from the hands-on treatment from session to session. And that's where then we design a specific movement plan for you based on your story and where you want to get to. So every single session, we're keeping the gains between our hands-on treatment, but we're also making sure that we undo the movement habits that caused the problem in the first place. And every time you come to see us, your movement plan will be emailed to you, so you'll have the exact video of your exercises with our therapist coaching you, so you can have complete confidence that you're doing your exercises right and you're getting true value from the session. So at Pro Sport Physiotherapy, we go straight to the source of the problem. So we don't need you to be here for hours and hours. We can understand your story, get clues from your assessment, and go straight to the problem. So all we need from you is about 30 minutes of your time, and then we need about 5 to 10 minutes commitment from you throughout the day, because your movement plan is going to be specific to fit into your lifestyle. We know you don't have hours and hours to do boring exercises that ultimately are only treating the symptoms. That's why every single thing we do, we strive to empower you to build resilience to fit to your everyday life. And once we get rid of your pain and we ensure that the pain doesn't come back again, you'll notice that you are moving with the utmost confidence. You're not holding your breath anymore. You're not worried about doing a certain activity and paying for it later. You're not worried about the effects of spending some quality time with your grandkids or lifting your kids. You'll be able to move with thoughtless, fearless movement and really enjoy the things that matter most to you in life. So if you're ready to take the next step and find the true cause of your problem and let us help you get back to the things that are meaningful in your life, then click on the button below to see our availability that says inquire about costs and availability. We may even have some slots available this week for you. Or if you're still a little bit skeptical and you're not quite sure if we're the right fit for you, then feel free to request a free telephone conversation with one of my staff members. Because I understand that you might be nervous, you might be skeptical, you might be fearful, and you've had a lot of other treatments in the past and you've been let down by other therapists who've said something and they didn't quite deliver on their promise. And that's why at Pro Sport Physiotherapy, we also offer a free discovery session where you have an opportunity to come into the clinic, chat to my staff, get your questions answered, and put your mind at ease. And if after that conversation, is absolutely no charge by the way, if after that conversation you feel that we're a good fit for you, then you can request to become one of our patients, and then we can get on that right road. But as I said, there's absolutely no rush. We want you to take your time, we want you to be comfortable, and we want you to make the right decision. So as I said, you can either inquire about cost or availability below, you can book up to ring an appointment, or if you're still not quite ready, then feel free to use our free telephone consultation or a free discovery session. It would be my absolute pleasure to help you get back to the meaningful things in your life, whether it's a sporting activity, whether it's a non-sporting activity. We've helped some of the world's best athletes with this system. We've helped thousands and thousands of people around Huddersfield and surrounding areas. We get people flying in from other countries and traveling hundreds of miles to see us on a daily basis, because the system that we use is bespoke to you. We don't use cookbook recipes. We don't give you sheets of exercises to do. Everything we do for you is to help you enjoy life to the most. Because at Pro Sport Physiotherapy, we think differently. So inquire below, or if you want to avail of the free session, then use it. But the one thing I would say to you, whatever your options are, and we appreciate you have quite a few, please ensure that you strive to find the true cause of the problem and you don't just focus on the side of pain.